much. And thank you to everyone here. I would wish to make just a 1 or 2 minutes contribution with regards to what has happened in the last couple of days in Venezuela and even in Bangladesh. And guys, we need to realize that this spark that is going all over the world began here, and it's unfortunate that we have nothing to reap from it at the moment. And if you don't believe that we have nothing to reap, just look at what the parliament, the National Assembly, is going to do this week. These guys are going to approve a CS to sit in the cabinet of Kenya without legitimate academic papers. They are going to pass Murkomen to go and sit in cabinet without their accountability questions. And he's going to preside over us, the youth. And the other thing is, I think we were too early to celebrate what we had achieved. And I think at this moment, we're even further from the success that we deserve than we were even on the 25th or even a month ago. Because we've given these guys the ground to start strategizing and even formulating. I was on a space last, I think the day before yesterday, which was being hosted by KOT Marvin. And I was telling guys about organization. We need to understand that these guys you're fighting against, these guys have the power, they have the resources to mobilize, they are organized. In a nutshell, they are organized. And if you're going to organize for this nane and be strategic in everything that we achieve, we need, I think it was someone spoke before me and talked about mobilization of funds, and even what Marvin is doing to mobilize guys to turn up and even pay fare for people. We need to understand that most of those of us who go to the streets, we make a very huge sacrifice to even pay fare for ourselves to go there. But if we can have a central way that we can raise funds and even channel it down to other people, it will be very important. Another issue was about civic education. I maintain that it is not leaders that are going to change this country. We cannot trust them with our future. It is us, we the people, it's us that are going to change it. And the most basic and far-reaching strategy to civic education is starting from the family. Start with your guys. Personally, I was the lone voice who was campaigning against Trudeau. I'm not saying I was campaigning for anyone who's better than him, but right now I've been able to change my siblings, my parents, my cousins. Their mindsets are very different. If we can all do that and bring civic education to everyone in the country, it will be very effective. On Nane, I just want to stress the importance of marching. Like the last 2 weeks, those of us around Nairobi will have noticed that police had put some roadblocks around Nairobi. In Kileleshwa area, that road leading to Nairobi Women's Hospital was blocked, and they were inspecting. Like, I was going to hospital to take my wife that day, and they were blocking and looking into the vehicle and asking you, young guys, where are you going? You explain to them you're going to hospital, and they can see even someone is pregnant here, and they don't understand. If that is the strategy they are going to employ, I think it is time now we march from our residential areas, walking groups, mobilize in your estate. Mukiwa to 50, 100, begin from there. As I finish, if we can be able to mobilize the funds, it will be very important, and we stop these guys from infiltrating our even the very elect amongst ourselves. Thank you so much, Afro, and thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Your point there on mobilizing from the states to work in large numbers, powerful point. Abdullah Samaji.
Wanasema to ignore sauti za kama wanakuja kutuambia sio they are corporate, they are what, they cannot appear for brand protection. If a country today, as it's being mismanaged, were to go down and the brands, quote unquote brands or corporates you want to protect, were unable to pay you because of huge taxes and corruption and nepotism and all that, we're going to go down, all of us, and you'll have no corporates to protect. So I highly detest people who come to remove us from the direction. We are focused, and you're dissuading people who are corporate. Just say people organize themselves in their places of work. Those can take sick offs, they take sick offs. Those are people that can take maternity leaves, even if the days are not yet over. Paternity leaves, whatever you can do to be available on the material day to liberate our country. That is the day you come to know that the peanuts you earn in those corporates, when your masters are making billions and billions in terms of revenues and profits, and declared taxes that they hide. They don't declare revenue so that they underpay the taxes that are meant to develop our country. So sometimes when we come here, also let us listen to voices that can help us. That is the first thing. Secondly, I want to learn because I've spoken. I love the unity I have being displayed here. Seeing Pipita here, seeing Cyprian here, seeing Keotisongo, seeing Afrocentric. I continue to call upon the people that have been giving us your platforms and say this. Ukiona Pipita imefika saa 10 na amefungua space yake na anaongelea the same issues, usidivide watu by tena kutuhostia space nyingine ati sasa uende. Ukiona Afro amefungua the same, ukiona Cyprian ana nini na Amerix pale, wacha kutuwekea kina Miguna tena. Ukiona March na Hillary nao wamehost space yao kudiscuss change, let us go support them. Tukwage tu na space moja major so that we go and discuss and have a way forward instead of dividing people. Me have been calling people privately nikiwaambia let us do this, and I see my dream na my vision imeanza kuonekana, ile ya watu kukaa pamoja, kuset aside differences zao na kuweza kupush agenda yote. I'm so happy seeing you here, Pipita. I'm so happy seeing you, Cyprian. I'm so happy seeing you, Ketusongo, together with Afrocentric. Others wengine walikuwa hapa wakashuka. This is the way forward. Let us bring wengine wenye wako. Kina Gaidho, kina Hanifa, kina Osama, kina nani. We chart a way forward. We put our country first. We liberate our country on 8th August. Thank you so much. Asante. Afro, mimi si request mic tena, naenda nishuke hapo. Na vile nilisema, tarehe 8 ukiona nashikashika maweeks pale State House Shalini, we endelea tu na tusicrowd pale pamoja. Mimi am determined to occupy everywhere, including ile kona ya Shalini kule all areas. Ukiniona nako pale mshikashika weeks, we jua na watafutia shemegi wa pili. Asante sana.